Joining me now is Mark Wheeler of the Fencing Center of San Jose. Mark, I understand there are 2,000 competitors here today. I had no idea that fencing was so popular.
Well, it's grown a lot in popularity over the last 8 years since we've had such great success in the Olympics with our saber women. We've been getting the medals, and that's been a real boost in popularity for the sport. A lot more people interested in finding out how can I fence, where can I fence. So we have 2,000 people, like you said, this weekend fencing here, competing in a number of different events.
Now, anywhere in the Bay Area, I understand, or maybe even as far off as Santa Cruz, you can find fencing clubs and learn to fence. Is that right?
Absolutely. There's clubs throughout the Bay Area, a number of clubs, and you can find them locally, definitely.
How do you find them?
How do you find them? Well, you can go to the USFA website, which is usfencing.org, I believe, or you can go to thebaycup.com, and you can find a list of clubs there to fence, to find a place to fence in the Bay Area.
Okay, so you too could be wielding a foil in no time. We'll be back with more pointed talk about this interesting sport, but first, John Gregg joins us from across town.
Not exactly Errol Flynn. I'm with my friend Mark Hanna, and we're at the Fencing Center of San Jose. Mark, what's the story on fencing?
Yeah, fencing is a little over 400 years old as a sport. It started in Europe as a way to teach young gentlemen how to duel, how to survive a duel. Became something people just enjoy doing in and of itself and evolved into the modern sport it is today. It's been a part of every one of the modern Olympics and shares a lot in common with other European early martial arts systems. Early fencing competitions used to include single stick and wrestling and even boxing.
Welcome back. I'm joined again by Mark Wheeler and Mark Hanna, who you just saw skewer John Gregg. So these are the perfect duo to show us how fencing works and how you score points. And it's sort of like a video game, is that right?
Exactly. We're going to try to set the lights off on this machine over here by depressing the point at the end of our epee, like that.
And it registers here?
Yep, we're completing a circuit. There's wires that go down the blade attached in this cord.
And they come right out the back of your suit. And so you're tethered to the floor with this, right?
So I'm trying to make the red light go off. He's trying to make the green light go off.
All right. Well, let's see how you do. Well done. And Mark, as I look around, I'm seeing that there's quite an age range here. What is the age range for fencing?
Well, it's pretty much age about 7 and up. You can fence your entire life, so we have fencers here of all ages taking part this weekend.
And you can start, how early can you start fencing?
Well, I think about the youngest we recommend is about age 7. Younger than that, it's just a little too iffy on starting up with the weapons. So, but throughout, you know, elementary, high school, college, good age, good time to start.
So you really fence your whole life?
You can if you want. I've been fencing since high school, and I'm 54, so I've got a few years invested.
Now I understand they call this sport physical chess. Why do they call it that?
Physical chess. Well, we have a very physical, athletic sport that involves a lot of mental strategy, a lot of thinking going along. So you've really got to use your mind to be engaged in the game as you go.
So since you're using your mind and your body, you really could do this for your whole life and still be learning.
Exactly. You get older, you learn to count more on the mind than the body. So.
So no matter where you are on that timeline, you can fence. Mark, what's all the yelling? They're screaming bloody murder back there.
Well, they're saying, yeah, I got the touch, yeah, or, you know, some kind of a very guttural, this is my touch scream.
It's a victory yell.
Exactly, it's
not
a victory
a
yell.
pain yell.
No, usually it's victory.
Usually it's victory.
Like that.
If you feel like a sport you can scream and yell, and this is the one for you. Thanks so much for showing us the inside fencing.